Hello and welcome to GBR. You join us today for the guys from the MRC in the GT3 World Series. This is League 2, Round 3. This is a 60-minute endurance race around Trial Mountain. We shall go through the rules as we go through the race. But after 10 minutes of qualifying, Surfer put it on pole. Golden Brownie in second. In third we have Ice. In fourth we have Berserker. In fifth we have Bazza. In sixth place we have Roadrunner. In seventh we have Benji. In 8th we have Welly. In 9th place we have Gary. In 10th we've got Fast Jims. In 11th we have Aaron, new to the league. He missed, well, I don't think he saw that the league was running, so he's a bit late to the party. But welcome, Aaron. In 12th we have Captain Pugwash. In 13th we have Crazy Mac. And in 14th we have Molson. Good evening, Surfer. How are we doing? Right, so I say we've got an hour long race, so let's get these guys underway. You have to use the mediums and the hards for this race, and away we go. And Surfer's got a good start there, cuts across the nose of Golden Brownie to make sure he doesn't get a jump on him into turn 1, but Ice has made the jump on Golden, so Surfer is going side by side with Ice through turn 1 and 2. Looks like everyone has got through turn 1, very tricky turn 1 indeed. But everyone's got through nicely there, so Ice up to first place. Surfer second, Golden third, Berserker fourth, and Benji in fifth. So as I said, I'll quickly go through, made some mediums for just a couple of front runners. Golden's on the hards, Berserker's on the hards as well, but Benji's on the mediums, so Roadrunner also on hards, and Bazza on mediums. I will go through later on with the tyres. The Ice there seems to have pulled a little bit of a gap over Surfer there. Coming obviously down the back straight to the hairpin. Is there anyone making moves into Bazza? Makes a move up the inside of Roadrunner. Does he make it stick? It looks like he will. Fast Jims there. You've got the Gagler cars battling for 9th place here. Up into the S's. And Roadrunner getting a bit of contact between who is that, Welly, and a bit of contact from Bazza from Roadrunner, trying to get it back on track. Dirty tyres. Captain came with him an almighty send, it looked like there. Let's just go back and stick with Captain. Oh no, he gets a mighty punt from Molson into the middle part of the S's, but Molson seems to have sat back and waited after that little incident there. But it seems everyone's got through fairly unscathed. Don't think there's any damage. Roadrunner's got a bit of front left damage there. Yeah, Molson dropped back to the back. See if we can cause any incidents, get any points or any penalties from the stewards. But to finish lap 1, Ice, Surfer, Golden Brownie, Benji all over the rear end of Berserker, and Bazza's come to join the party, it looks like. They're just going to stay in line. They are, these three, into turn 1. Fast Jims there, just off the little back of them, that little gaggle of cars there. Gary's doing a bit of grass cutting. Clearly he didn't like that bit of grass, it was too long. Rally Bob in 9th, Crazy Mac in 10th, Pugwash, Aaron and Roadrunner So yeah, Roadrunner started fairly, had a good qualifying and lucky there on the first lap. Let's see if he can work his way back through the field. The Pugwash did go a bit wide there, coming into that right after the tunnel. Got a tyre squealing going through the long left onto the back straight. It will, the power of the Mercedes, it will absolutely drive past that Peugeot. So still battling for 12th place at the back there. But Ice and Surfer pulled a bit of a gap over Golden Brownie, but Golden Brownie is on the harder tyres, so all these two kind of figure that out and push on more, not battle, just so that they can get the advantage of the medium tyres over the hards. You have to run 3 laps on any sort of tyre, so either on the mediums or the hards. I think a lot of people try and do probably the minimum on the hards and try and go as long as they can on the mediums, but Baz has got past Berserker and Fast Jims on that lap. Obviously, where's Benji gone? Benji was right up there. Benji's right at the back. What's happened with Benji? Ooh, bit of argy-bargy coming through the hairpin. Benji there on the outside. Baz has already got past him down the straight. Bit of a tag there between the two of them two, but Benji's up to 4th, so where does he go wrong here? Oh, I think he forgets it's a right hand turn and exit into the barrier, stage left. Luckily for ghosting there, Benji would have caused another incident, but that's how Benji ended up at the back of the pack. But Surfer still keeping nose to tail with Ice there for that first place. Let's see who Ice there trying to do a bit of weaving to break that slipstream between him and Surfer. Obviously he's made his one move at the beginning of the straight, so can't defend if a Surfer comes back at him, but I think he has got a bit of an upper gap between the two of them. Looks like he does. Golden Brownie there, all in 3rd at the moment on his hards. Hasn't lost too much time to the guys in front, but they've done a 52 dead and a 53.3, so only 2nd and 1.3 seconds lost on the last lap. Basil there now up into 4th, so looks like he's pulling away from Berserker and Fast JMS. Now he got past them, so the next culprit will be Golden Brownie, probably in a couple of laps time. Then on the medium tyres you should be able to catch up to him. Berserker there still in 5th. Fast Jims just can't get past Berserker there, but Berserker obviously flashing his headlights, or hazard lights, to say that he is on the hard tyres. They're not the greatest on that FT1. They're I think with the sunlight as well, they're just shining on the indicators, but yeah, Fast Jims just can't get a drive out of a corner to get past, but he's going side by side up to the S's. Probably not the best place to be going side by side, but he's putting Berserker under all sorts of pressure for that 5th place just to get past, because obviously it's going to be hampering Fast Jims' tyres with him being on mediums. But has he got the drive coming down to the chicane? No, he hasn't. Will he make a move? No, he will sit behind Berserker there, and Gary just watching behind in 7th with Aaron far behind him. So Aaron's doing good for his first race in this league. Crazy Mac in 9th, Welly in 10th with Roadrunner behind. He's got a half-second penalty which is about to serve, so will Molson be able to drag up behind and past? Looks like Molson's going to the inside, so Roadrunner will lose a spot there from that half-second penalty. Captain in 13th. Benji's not out of it. He's had that incident, but he's about a second, or less than a second behind Captain just in front of him. But Ice and Surfer battling for this first place. Really under pressure is Ice. Will Surfer have the slipstream now to make a move down the back straight? It looks like Golden and Bazza are close as well. We'll stick with the front two. Battle for first. There will be a change. Yep, Surfer's gone into first place. Will he keep it in first? He does, he keeps it tight coming through the hairpin. And he's still setting purple lap times as Surfer, so even with battling he's still going quicker, but I think that's probably due to the slipstream down the back straight. So will Surfer now try and check out from Ice behind him. Very close, yeah. Bazza's got past Golden Brownie, so just the mediums working so much better than the hards. Fast Jim's, see, did we see? No, we haven't seen Fast Jim's. How did he get past Berserker? Down through into turn one. Pulls out very late. And it's another section you don't want to be going too wide. Berserker eases off and lets Fast Jim's through. So that's now released Fast Jim's. Let's get back to where we were. So yeah, Fast Jim's up to 5th. So Berserker's now going to be under threat from Gary behind and another Corvette. So Berserker had one Corvette behind him. Now he's got another one of Gary. Then he's going to have a FT1 with Aaron potentially trying to come through as well. Not many people started on the hards, a lot of people started on the mediums. I think about 3 or 4 guys started on the hards. Welly is into the pit, so he's done 4 laps. He's had enough and he wants to get rid, but they're side by side. Oh, these two, let's jump back. The Surfer was ahead, but Ice has got the drive coming out of the last chicane up to turn 1. They're going to go side by side. It's brave if they do. They are. Tiny bit of a touch, but such an undulating first sector. It's going to happen between drivers being so close. Ice has moved back up to first, so Surfer couldn't check out from getting past Ice, so we have to do it all over again. Will he try and do it into the hairpin at the end of the back straight again, using the slipstream to his advantage? Bazaday's just pulled away a little bit from Golden Brownie, but that's expected. Golden Brownie obviously on the hard tyres there, so Fast Jim's probably will be catching up to the back of Golden now that he's got past Berserker. Probably had a lap or two too long behind, but that's the way it goes with racing. You've got to, you're going to defend for your position. You're not just going to roll over and give it to the person behind. You're going to fight for everything you've got. But Berserker's keeping Gary and Aaron behind currently. But Aaron goes for a move up the inside of Gary. Does he get it stopped? Yes, he does. That's an absolute beautiful send there from Aaron. But it's the apex, so nothing wrong with that one at all. Crazy Mac there. He's got Molson not far behind. And a Roadrunner. So these three are having a nice little battle here for 9th, 10th and 11th. Captain and Benji fighting for 12th and 13th. And obviously Willy Bob, he's obviously got rid of his medium, his hard tyres and gone on to their mediums. So what will Welly do now? With a nice fresh set of mediums. But back at the front, you can see in the background there, got a few guys still fairly close, but Ice leading the pack as we stand. And see, with this fight in between these two, does that mean that Bazza's setting 52s and last up there nearly in the 55? So yeah, Bazza caught nearly 3 seconds just that one lap. Ice there. Surf goes for a move on Ice coming out of the tunnel. Side by side again. I say that's just going to be losing time to Bazza. Bazza's just going to be sat there behind, licking his lips, going, "You keep doing that, boys. I'll just put in some nice quick lap times and catch up to the back of you two." But going side by side again down the back straight for the 6th time. So literally from the start of the race, first 10 minutes, these two don't know who wants to be in first and who wants to be in second. So it looks like Surf is going to have this done into the hairpin. Will Ice try for the old switcheroo? Looks like he is trying. He's had to slip in behind. You just want to sit behind going through the S's here. Oh, Surfer just touched the wall. But he does get it stopped, so we'll know where the Ice can go. Yeah, no, definitely defending his Surfer. Doesn't want to give this place back up to Ice, but as we're going to come across the start-finish line again, we'll see if Ice can get a good drive out and make the move back past Surfer again. But you can see that gap between Ice and Bazza. It was about 3 seconds at the beginning of the lap. I reckon that's about a second and a half now, maybe even less. But Ice looks like he's gone wide again into turn 1. He backs out this time, thinks better of it. So what do they do? A 54, yeah, and a 52.4. So yeah, he caught up a second and a half that lap again. So by the end of this lap, I reckon Bazza's going to make this a 3-way battle for first place. So good start there for Bazza. Started 5th, so he's worked his way up past the 2 hard runners that are in front of him and up to the back of Ice in 2nd. Golden Brownie there in 4th. Yeah, Fast Jims is definitely catching. He's doing 52s. Golden's doing 53s. So yeah, catching about a second or so a lap. So Fast JMS probably will get past Golden on this lap or the beginning of the next. But you look at the top right mini map, these 5 have checked out from the rest of the field. Berserker there, kind of holding up Aaron, and again, Aaron got to get past Gary with that send coming into the hairpin, but Berserker's doing pretty good lap times to keep these 2 behind him. Obviously it will come into effect later on in the race when he goes onto the mediums and these boys go on the hards. Times it a bit wide, does Berserker coming out of the hairpin. Aaron's is looking this way and that as we come through the S's. Gary there in 8th, just watching brief. Aaron, is he going to try it round the outside? It's a hard move to try and do around that corner, even though it is a little bit banked. It's not the greatest to try and go around the outside. Probably better to try and wait until turn 1, or coming up to turn 1, just get the slipstream and slingshot yourself past. Quite a tight entry into that last corner. You see Moulton there was going quite wide in. I found personally that was the better line of trying to open up that last corner as much as you can and absolutely floor it. But Roadrunner and Crazy Mac battling for 10th. So someone else pitted. Captain, he does a 2. What did Willie do lap times? Yeah, so Captain looks like he's pitted as no, he hasn't pitted because he's still got fairly long tyres. So Captain's obviously had an incident somewhere on track that I've missed. But Surfer there, he's pulled a little bit of a gap over Ice now, and he's been able to just keep him behind and just pull out a little bit of a gap. But Bazza, he's definitely made this now a 3-way battle for first place. Let's see if Bazza can do anything about Ice. He's slipped out of reach from Surfer. Ooh, comes in a bit hot there, does Bazza. Luckily didn't tag Ice there. Ice gets it a bit hairy coming out of the hairpin. Every little mistake like that's going to allow Surfer just to pull away the 10th 4-2, but he is now in the clutches of Bazza. It doesn't get anything coming through there up to the chicane. Fast Jims has got past Golden Brownie, probably down the back straight. That would be the most likely place for anyone to make an overtake. So Golden Brownie down to 5th place, but as I say, he's on the hard, so he has still got the mediums to run, which obviously all the guys in front have still got to run the hards. But where has who am I looking for? Because I swear there was someone else with Gary. Oh, it's Aaron. That was it. Aaron, he's had a bad lap. he's lost. He was battling with Berserker for 6th place and now down into 11th. So he obviously had an off there, yeah, 2:04. So he's lost 8 seconds. It shows, look, after 15 or 16 minutes of racing, losing 8 seconds, you can drop about 5 places, which is crazy, to see. Talking of crazy, here's Crazy Mac going side by side with Roadrunner out of the tunnel, up to the left-hander before the long tunnel in the back straight. Is he going to try and set him up to do around the outside? It's a brave move. Keep Roadrunner tight to try and get a better line and a better speed down the back straight. So they are side by side. Let's jump on board and see. So he is getting past him. Yeah, very Crazy's got past Roadrunner, so he set him up nicely there. But will Roadrunner come back at him, coming into the hairpin? Looks like he try. Is Crazy going to try and keep it around the outside? No, Roadrunner's been able to defend it off, even though he was behind, going into the hairpin. So nice defence from Roadrunner. Losing position, you're getting it straight back, not letting the person get into a rhythm when they get past you. Benji down, or up to 11th technically, from having his spin. I think it was lap 2, coming in through the S's. And Aaron there obviously know how to get a bit of a recovery drive as well after his last lap escapade. Welly there in 13th, doing 53, so he's doing pretty consistent times since he's come out of the pit. Look at his lap times, 57s and 55s when he was on the hard, so at least 2 seconds quicker between the hards and the mediums. Captain there, obviously had that off on lap 6 and struggling. But Bazza in the meantime has got past Ice, so we'll just jump back to see where that happened. Looks like it was down the back straight. Bazza just had a good drive, got in the slipstream and made his way past, and Ice had nothing he could do to defend that one coming into the hairpin. Looks like Bazza just stopped it on the apex, and that was it. So will Bazza now try and catch up to the back of Surfer? Can't remember where we were, so we'll go back to about here. So Golden, he's got back ahead of Fast JMS, so Fast JMS might have has a 155, 153, so Fast Jim's had a little off, I would say, on the last lap, so not what he was wanting after trying to get past Golden, and now he's got to have to do it again for the second time. But Berserker there, he's still got Gary and Molson behind him, so doing a fantastic job is Berserker on the hard tyres with these two. Molson looked like he just went for a move up the inside of Gary, coming out of the tunnel into that right hander. Yeah, round the outside does Molson, and claims that position for 7th. So will he now go under attack of Berserker and see if he can get that 6th place from him? We shall see, because obviously Berserker's done a pretty good job of defending off most people that have come up behind him. I think it's only Fast JMS that's been able to get past. But Gary in 8th. Roadrunner has been catching up to the back of these two. He had a bit of an off lap last lap, but he's been catching since he got past Crazy. He's been able to check out. Crazy under attack from Benji and Aaron. These two looking like they're going to make it 3 wide coming into the hairpin. Aaron gets both of them. Benji stays technically where he was in 11th, and Crazy Mac drops 2. But still 3. Nose to tail are these 3 coming through the S's. But that was a fantastic move there from Aaron into the hairpin. So yeah, these 3. It looks like Roadrunner's made a bit of a mistake. He's dropped back to these 3 on this lap. But where's Welly Bob at the moment? Yeah, still setting 53, so still taking pretty good lap times. Captain there. Oh, he's coming into the pit. Oh, Golden's coming to the pit as well. So Golden's had enough of the hards. He's done about, what, 20 minutes of racing nearly on the hards, so will he then make these mediums? I don't think he'll make the mediums go to the end. Probably be making another stop at some point. It certainly is Surfer. Cracking door-to-door racing. Bazza there, as he's got past Ice, he's been able to just pull away from him. Only, half a second here or there each lap, but he has been able to just pull away. And what is the gap between? About 3 seconds between Surfer and Bazza, so I'll check that in a lap or so's time if they don't come into the pit, because their tyres are looking fairly worn. Roger's absolutely burning them up. That front right is definitely taken a pounding from Ice. So Fast Jim's in 4th. Molson, yeah, Berserker's lost 2 places now. Since Molson's been able to obviously get past him, where did that happen? Was it on the back straight? No, where was it? It was quite a while ago. So I'll jump back up to where we were, but it looked like Gary got past him on the back straight. Going by how close these two are. So Molson and Gary passed Berserker, so Berserker's done 20 minutes of fighting off everyone coming through. How much longer will he go on the hards? Looks like he's going to be coming into the pit this lap. So losing too much time is Berserker. Wants to get onto their medium, so that's going to put Aaron up to 7th. Benji up to fighting with Roadrunner there. Crazy Max coming as well. But Roadrunner in 8th, Benji 9th. Golden Brownie in 10th now. So he's come out in a bit of clean air, has Golden, so we'll see what lap times he can do compared to the guys at the front, because obviously he was with Fast JMS in 4th and 5th, I believe, when he came in. So Welly Bob now in 11th place. Who's he got behind? No one at the moment. Berserker's just coming up to the pit, so Welly Bob's got quite a bit of a gap between him and Berserker, so definitely worthwhile going on to the mediums earlier on than Berserker did. I think Berserker might have gone too long, and maybe the same for Golden Brownie. Too long on them hards, losing too much time to the guys running on mediums. But Crazy Max come out in a 13th on the hards, so see how many laps Crazy does on the hards. Same as Captain as well. He's now got rid of his mediums and gone on to the hards. Didn't look like he put much fuel in. He's still got 25% fuel. Crazy put a full tank in, so Captain should be able to catch up with him just because of the lighter fuel load. Bazza's coming to the pit, same as Fast JMS. So I couldn't been able to catch the gap between Surfer and Bazza. I don't know if he was catching or not. I think he was just slightly catching. Was Bazza 53.1, 53.3? Yeah, just very, very slightly. Probably caught about 3 or 4 attempts in a couple of laps, but Surfer still out in the lead. Good race so far is Surfer. Obviously had a battle there with Ice for about 15 minutes, and then as soon as he got kind of past and got a bit clear, he was away. But I think Ice will be coming into the pit this lap. His front right is down to a stub, and offer him no grip, especially a corner like this. You're going to be going a good 5 or 10 mile an hour slower just because you've got no grip at all. Yes, actually now gone red, so he's only got this lap, and then he has to come in at the end of the next. So Molson up to 3rd place, which is where he hasn't pitted yet. He's still doing fairly well on his tyres, is Molson. So is he going to try and do a one stop? We shall see. I don't think the fuel will allow him. Gary up to 4th. Golden Brownie in 5th with Roadrunner just behind, so Roadrunner's come into the pit, I believe. No, Roadrunner's not come in yet, so Golden's been able to catch up to the back of Roadrunner and get past, and in doing so he's setting a fastest lap of a 1:51.954. So Roadrunner in 6th, still yet to pit, but looks like he could be trying to do a one stop. You know, just over 5 minutes to go, so about 2.5 laps before you think about coming to the pit to change to the mediums. But will he make the mediums last to the end? That is the question. Welly there in 7th, so definitely coming in early has worked out well for Welly so far, because he's jumped a couple of guys. Bazza there, he's come out in 8th, so he's come out the same as fast JMS, but they've put, so Golden's really jumped up there. Roadrunner's come into the pit, so he's not going to go for the one stop, neither is Moulton. So Golden coming in about 20 minutes in, he's jumped a fair section ahead of Golden Brownie's jumped ahead of Bazza, sorry. Let's have a look on the mini-map. So yeah, Golden's there, Bazza's just coming along, so there's about a 10-second gap between the two. That's how much Golden Brownie's been able to catch up, and Bazza's on the hard tyres, so potentially losing time now to the front guys being on the hards. Fast JMS, he's gone to the mediums, so he was on mediums and he's gone back to mediums, so he will be pitting again for the hards. Don't know what point. Berserker Boy, he's on the mediums now as well, so but he's only put about 75% of fuel in, so he'll be probably going 15-20 minutes on this set and then doing the same again on the second set of mediums. Aaron there, he's done the same. Roadrunner, he's done the same again. Surfer's come into the pit. We'll see what tyres Surfer puts on. He's on the mediums at the moment. I think Ice will be coming in as well. Oh, he's got a lot more fuel as Ice. Molson in 11th. He's gone to the hards, full tank of fuel. See how far Molson wants to go on that set of hards. Benji in 12th. He's done about the same as Molson in front. Captain, he's out of red fuel, so he has got past Crazy. Obviously that is due to the lighter car. There's 75% left in Crazy and about a Fimble's left worth in Captain's car, so Crazy's gone for a dive up the inside. Probably not the greatest of moves there from Crazy, but it does let Captain go back past. Captain will be coming into the pit. Captain will be coming to the pit this lap, I would say. But now Surfer's come out of the pit. So where's Surfer? He's just coming through the S's. And Golden Brownie's leaped from him. He's just getting past Gary for first place. But Gary looks like he saved a lot of fuel as Gary. So it looks like Gary could be going for a one stop here. And he saved his tyres. You think 28 minutes of racing and he's still got half his front right. He's a bit low on his rear right, so yeah, he'd definitely be able to make it to the halfway mark, will Gary. So he'll be going just to the hards, making this a one stop. So Golden's kind of got to look out for Gary maybe when they both come into the pit. Surfer there in 3rd. He's gone back to the mediums. So is he going to try and just do a splash near the end on the hards, do the minimum required 3 laps and call it a day, which could work out quite beneficial because Golden done 20 minutes where Surfer will be doing about 6, so 14 minutes of running difference between the hards there, I would say, between Surfer and Golden, but obviously we'll see how Surfer wants to play it out. Welly Bob up to 4th place now that everyone has pitted, so yeah, obviously he's still got to pit again. Same as everyone else, so Welly's kind of really out of sync with everyone else, but it'll probably work out quite beneficial near the end of the race, getting clean air and just having some fast laps. But Bazza's up to 5th, he's because he was ahead of ice before the pit stops anyway, but being on the hards, and so is ice, so these two are going to be fighting quite hard, I would think, for 5th place. Fast JMS there just behind in 7th. We see these guys and thinking he's catching, because what are they doing? It's hard to say for ice, because that was his out that, but 54.4, 53.2, so he's catching over a second a lap. Is Fast JMS to the guys in front, and he's only about 4 or 5 seconds, I'd say, behind, maybe even less. So yeah, he's going to be looking forward and hoping that he can catch up to the back of these guys and get past quite easily. Berserker there, kind of a bit on his own at the moment, in 8th place. It's kind of probably what it's weird to say, but it's kind of what you want in a race. You want to be on your own, you don't want to be fighting, because you're just going to get into a groove. You can just set lap times and then wait for it to all come back to you at the end of the race. Aaron and Roadrunner fighting for 9th place currently, so will Roadrunner have a slipstream down to the hairpin? I don't think he's going to be close enough. That camera angle is a good camera angle, but it goes to it way too early. Roadrunner's just not close enough to try and make a move up through the hairpin, but he's got a better drive coming out up to the S's. Are they going to go side by side? No, they don't. He's going to try and send Aaron one way then the other. Will he try up the inside? Aaron did go deep. Roadrunner's keeping it there, just keeping his nose in on the side of Aaron's car, but Aaron gets it through the apex of that left-hander towards the chicane. But Gary's come into the pit, so he's gone 31 minutes on a set of tyres and a tank. So Gary will be going to the hards now with another full tank, probably to the end of the race. Molson there in 11th, fighting with Benji. So, but Molson on the hard tyres, tailed up by the hazards flashing. Defending is Molson. He had 2 moves down the straight, and the 3rd move back onto the racing line. So, but Gary's just come out in front of these 2 guys, so he's got to get half a lap or so to get the tyres up to temperature, and hopefully not get into the clutches of Molson, because he's going to have warm hard tyres. But yeah, he has already got caught up by Molson, has Gary. Benji there 12th, Crazy Mac in 13th, 1 second penalty, and Captain has made his pit stop. What was it, 2 laps to go. I don't really know what the strategy is for Captain there, but he is quite a bit behind Crazy in 13th. Golden out in the lead at the moment, but obviously he's going to be coming to the pit fairly soon. Looking at that front right and how much tyre wear he's got, not going to be very long until he comes in. Surfer there, he's still got loads of tyre wear and fuel. Welly, same situation as Golden, not much tyres, not much fuel. Wes has got Ice just behind him, fighting for 4th place. I'll just leave it with these 2, and I'm going to have a quick drinks break. Right, back to the action. Ooh, what's happened to Ice there? Did he get it a bit wrong coming out of the tunnel? Did he get power on too early and get a bit of a slide on, did he? Yes, he did. Yeah, just caught it onto the grass coming out of the slide, but and he loses half a second or so to the back of Bazos. Now he's got to try and get that dirt off the tyres to get them back up to the working grip that he'll want for this left-hander. Will be the one that will kill him the most. and go down the straight and just wiggle a little bit. It will get most of the dirt off the tyres. Fast JMS probably thought his 5th place had come early there with ice getting it a little bit wrong out of that left hand tunnel. Berserker up to 7th now. So I see someone in front pit. I think it was Molson that pitted. So yeah, up to 7th because he was in 8th a second ago. Oh no, so it was Gary. Sorry, it wasn't Molson, it was Gary that obviously pitted. He was quite high up, obviously going for the 1-stop strategy. I think a lot of these guys are doing the 2-stop. Roadrunner here in 8th with Aaron behind, so he has got past Aaron because Aaron was defending a lap or so ago. 50. Yeah, going by the lap times, it was probably between 16 and 17 that oh, Aaron, you don't want to be doing that, not when you're running so close with the guy in front. It's just dropped him a good 2 or so seconds behind Roadrunner now, and he's got damaged front left, so turning right will be a bit of a nightmare. He gets a bit squirrely coming out of the chicane as well onto the start finish straight. Gary in 10th, obviously going for the 1-stop, so see where he is a lot later on in the race. We've got 25 minutes to go. Molson's had enough of his hard tyres. Benji's pulled a little bit of a gap over Crazy. Captain in 14th. Obviously that earlier incident, and that was it then. He's just dropped off the back of the guys and just couldn't catch up and maintain the pace of the guys in front. Golden there will be going for another lap. I think he's got enough fuel to go for another couple of laps. Surfer there in 2nd. Welly Bob, he will be coming in, his fuel light is flashing. In 3rd place, Bazza, Ice and Fast JMS all fairly close to one another. Welly Bob is actually not too far ahead of these guys, but yeah, he does come into the pit, does Welly, so that's Welly from 3rd. But that means Bazza, Ice and Fast JMS will get past, probably Berserker as well. He's not too far back, I do believe. No, he's just coming down past the pit entry now. And Welly's probably not even in the pit box. It's such a weird... Why is it in reverse? Such a short pit lane, but such a long pit stop. It's a very weird one. Yeah, Berserker's coming down the start finish straight now. And Welly's just come into the box, so Roadrunner might get past Welly as well for 7th. He does. Will Aaron? Yeah, see, look how far Aaron's dropped back. Yeah, Aaron's got past Welly as well because Welly's still filling up. Just lose so much time in a pit stop. It's ridiculous. That's why Gary could be onto a winner here because Welly's now filled up. He's coming out of the pit. Who's coming past? It's Gary. So Gary up to 9th place. He's made his pit stop. He's going to be going to the end, and now he's got Welly, who is on the mediums. So Welly should be able to catch up to Gary fairly quickly. You see what Berserker done with Gary and a few of the others earlier on in the race. Just couldn't get past, so will Gary try and do that tactic with Welly and just let him fight to try and get past and not lose a position? Obviously it's 20 odd minutes to go, so it's a lot of battling to be had to try and keep off someone on a nice fresh set of mediums. Crazy there in 11th. Kind of all on his own there. Molson in 12th. Captain now not... Oh, yeah, so Captain's not too far behind. I don't know if Captain could make it to the end. So he's had his 2 pit stops and it's kind of all coming back to him. Molson just in front, who pitted a lap ago. And Benji, who's on his out lap. So these two have now dropped into the clutches of Captain. And they're all on the mediums, so yeah, that'll probably be a battle to the end. Golden Brownie with this fuel light flashing, so will he be coming in this lap? I would say he will. He's got no front right either. Surfer there, still got half a tank and fairly decent set of medium tyres left. Buzzer there. There we go. There's Fast JMS. He's now caught up to the back of these guys with his racing mediums. He's looking this way and that. Looks like he just hit the wall coming out of the tunnel. Coming onto this back straight. It's going to give Buzzer a bit of a break here. Between these two guys fighting, but will Fast JMS have the slipstream down the back straight towards the hairpin? I don't think he will. I think he's too far behind. Yeah, looks like he's going to be too far behind before the braking zone, but he will be able to catch up in the braking zone. Is he going to go around the outside? No. Probably tried to get a bit of a switcheroo. He got it a little bit deep. Golden Brownie's come into the pit. So, what tyres will he come on? He should be able to probably go on to the mediums. And he's done about 20 minutes, but these two still fighting for this 4th place, which is obviously when Buzzer's come into the pit. So Buzzer's had enough of them hards and wants probably to go back to the mediums for the end of the race. So that's the first of the 2 stoppers of Golden and Buzzer. But Ice now, look how far Surfer is ahead. Now obviously with these two fighting and Ice being on the hards, we've really dropped off the back of Surfer. But we're going too wide into turn 1. No, Ice backs out and just slips in behind Fast JMS. So Fast JMS up to 2nd place. I think he's still got the hards to run. So see what happens when he comes into the pit. It's probably about another 3 or 4 laps. Goes deep, does Jim, but Surfer absolutely having a whale of a time up at the front. You see different strategy than Golden, who obviously was first, but so it'll all come back to it at the end of the race. Yeah, Ice has just dropped off the back of Jim's. Berserker's up to 4th place. Probably not going to be long until he comes into the pit as well. Golden's come out in 5th. Nice bit of clean air for Golden. He's got Roadrunner just behind him. Who looks like he's going to be coming into the pit in a lap or 2's time as well. Aaron in 7th. Looks like, yeah, he's going to have to pit again. I don't think he's not going to have enough fuel to make it to the end. So Baz has come out in 8th. Got Welly just behind him. So, and the one stopping Gary not far behind as well. So Welly did get past Gary. So Welly's now going to have a battle with Bazza for 8th place at the moment. But obviously we have got others in front to pit, same as Roadrunner and Aaron. Obviously it'll be Surfer, Fast JMS and Ice, see where they come out when they make their 2nd stop. Bazza getting a bit twitchy coming out to the chicane. Welly gets past, so nice little move there around the outside of Welly to get to 8th place. But yeah, a lot of the guys coming into the pit, Berserker, Roadrunner and Aaron all come into the pit. So Gary up to 7th place, so it seems to be working so well for Gary. You know, he's doing pretty good lap times, 54s, the odd 55 here and there. But let's have a look up front, see when people are going to be coming in. So yeah, Surfer's got a while, Fast JMS has got a couple of laps, Ice has got quite a while, Golden we know is pitted, Welly shouldn't need to pit, he should just have enough. Baz has just come up behind. Yeah, they got both about the same amount of fuel and nearly for the same amount of tyres, so these two will be going to the end. Gary we know is going to the end. Berserker is just pitted coming out. Roadrunner is on his out lap. Aaron on his out lap. Molson, yep, he should be good to go to the end. Same as Benji. Captain, it's going to be close for Captain. Half a tank, 14 minutes to go. Will he make it to the end on that? And Crazy Max just finished an out lap. So yeah, it's only Captain and a few of the guys at the front that are going to potentially have to pit again. But whilst we are here, I'm just going to drop it back and we'll do a lap guide with Surfer around Trial Mountain. So coming across the line up to turn 1, quick left-hander, just lift off the throttle and then floor it over the top of the hill. As soon as you get the weight transfer, fling it left, make most of all the track, and then into the first tunnel through this about 170 degree left-hander, and then into this right down the hill, and then that's sector 1 done, and then you come up the hill here, and then a quick, it's not as quick as it used to be, that right-hander, and then you got this 90 degree left out of the tunnel, most important corner on the track. Onto the back straight we go, through the first of the 2 tunnels, and through this open gridded area, and then into the second tunnel we go, and then we come down the hill. Look for your brake marker, which is normally about that yellow sign on the right. Smash that brake on down to third, hit that apex of the stone, open up the steering and drive up the hill into the S's. And top of the hill, that's where you slam the brake on and drop it down a second. Make the most of all the track limits you were given. You'll sometimes see Nessie in that water just the other side of that bridge. And through the left-hander, you got the pit entry on the left-hand side there, and then down the hill towards the chicane at the end of the track, which has a few different lines. Surfer keeps it in the middle, and then powers it out of that right-hander through the penalty gates and towards the start finish line. Thank you, Surfer, for the lap guide. So Surfer first, Fast MS still in second, but looks like he's going to have to pit on the next lap, with Ice in third, Golden Brownie in fourth now. So who was it that, Welly Bob that pitted? No, it wasn't. Mine's gone blank of who was in front. A bit of pitted. Purple lap there for Golden, 51.597. So really using them mediums to good effect. Bazza has got past Welly Bob for 5th place, so these two might be having a long race to the line. 14 minutes of battling between these two. It looks like, well, he's just gone his fastest lap of the race as well, 52.3. So probably using Bazza's slipstream to great effect there. Gary there, he's dropped off the back of them two, but he's still got, how far has he got? About 6 seconds between him and Berserker. We know Berserker was good for qualifying. I think he qualified 4th, so we know he's got the pace, but now can he extract it? Ooh, gone a bit wide coming through the tunnel there. Yeah, can Berserker extract that pace now for the last 13 minutes of the race? Roadrunner in 9th. So will he be able to try and catch up to the back of Berserker? Roadrunner started in 6th place, so yeah, definitely decent round here is Roadrunner. Aaron in 10th place. He's on the hards, probably be on the hards to the end of the race. Fast JMS has come into the pit. So I was right of, he was going to come in this lap. Benji in 11th place. These guys are all a bit spread out at the moment. Molson there in 12th. He's dropped Captain in 13th place, and Crazy Max just dropped behind. Usually dropped behind Surfer. So Surfer's lapped The first of the back markers, probably the only one I would think of the race. He might get up to captain, but I think Surfer's going to have to pit, so well, he's going to have to, he's got to run the hards. So Surfer's running this quite late to the race to go to them hard tyres. We'll see where he comes out, because you know, you look at the mini map, look at the little red triangle. Surfer's just coming to the end of the back straight. In second place Ice, and Golden Brownie just starting the back straight, so he's got the whole back straight ahead, is Surfer. So I think it's going to be quite close when he comes out between Ice and Golden, when Surfer comes into the pit. But is Ice going to have enough? It looks like he might have enough fuel to get to the end. It's going to be close. Buzzer there, he's just started coming onto the back straight as well, so he's about the same distance behind Golden and Ice. Surfer is out at the lead. Welly there, not far behind. Fast JMS. Oh yeah, well, he's come out the pit. He's just come out behind Welly, so he's going to have. Oh, he's on the hard tyres, so he's going to have a struggle now to potentially try and get past Welly. Obviously, he's setting 52s, 53s, and we know that the hards can do a 53, but it is a struggle to maintain that pace, because they just don't lack any grip at all. But we'll see if Fast JMS can get past Welly in the last 10 minutes. Gary there in 7th, he's still holding it off, but Berserker has been catching. What's he doing? 53s, and Gary's doing high 54s, so he's catching over a second a lap is Berserker. Well, there's only about a 2 second, maybe 3 second gap between the two of them, so I think Gary might drop down to 8th, maybe 9th if Roadrunner can maintain the pace he's doing. He's doing a 52.9, he has done a 52.6 as well, so yeah, Roadrunner's definitely got the pace as well to try and catch up to the back of Gary. Does set his fastest lap of 52.4, doesn't show it on the right, but you can definitely tell that that's 2 tenths quicker than his previous fastest. Aaron and Benji having a battle for 10th place, and Aaron's going to be struggling there because he's on the harder tyre, and Benji's on worn mediums, but not like totally worn, so he still have a fair bit of grip. You can see he's done his fastest ever 52.1 there on lap 25, so still plenty of grip left in their mediums for Benji. He was the winner at Road Atlanta feature race. It was just good clean driving there from Benji around Road Atlanta. Molson there, obviously he never got into first, so he couldn't actually spin it out and crash like he did at Road Atlanta as well. Shame on that, would have been good to see again. Crazy Mac in 13th. I do believe this was Crazy Mac's last race, just due to work commitments. I think he's going to be able to make any more races for the end of the season. Captain's dropped back to 14th, but he's getting blue flags. Who's he getting blue flags from? Golden Brownie. So oh no, yeah, Golden Brownie's got past Ice. I did think there was a bit of a difference there between the two, but I think Ice is running it very, very fine to the end of the race. I would say he's got about 3 laps of fuel. And looking at the timing, we've got 7 minutes, so you're looking at about 4 laps. So Ice has got to do some real fuel saving, or he's going to have to come in for a splash at the end. We shall see, but Golden Brownie's coming up to captain now. Surfer, he's going to be coming in, looks like this lap. So Surfer's literally going to be doing the minimum 3 laps on his hard set of tyres. He came in a lap later. I think he'll probably be running a penalty. It obviously depends on obviously when we cross the line. But Surfer into the pits. We'll see where he comes out with Golden Ice there. Looked like he had a bit of a off coming through the S's. Buzzer there in fourth. He's been able to check out a little bit from Welly. He's just the whole hairpin ahead. Fast Jims hasn't been able to make any inroads on Welly. If anything, he's lost ground. So yeah, just them hards, just a real struggle to get any consistency out of pace wise. You feel like you're pushing all the time, but you just can't do it. Ice has got it into second, Golden into first. So where's Surfer coming out? So it doesn't help with Captain being in the mix. So he's just come up behind Ice. So Surfer's got 6 minutes to try and catch up, a gap of about 6 or 7 seconds to Ice. And Golden's, I would say, about 10 seconds. Captain moves out of the way there of Golden Brownie. Obviously with the blue flags waving, so yeah, because Ice is about 3-4 seconds behind Golden, and yeah, so it's about, I'd say about 8 seconds between Golden and Surfer for first place. I do believe Ice will have to pit. Fuel lights flashing. I don't think he's going to have enough to make it to the end, but we shall see. Bazza there fourth, just driving around, pulling away from Welly. Just been able to use probably a little bit more fuel than Welly has, because he did have a bit more when he came out of the pit. But Welly's had a decent race there in 5th place. So he pulled away from Fast JMS, who obviously is on the hards, so he has been struggling to match the pace. Berserker in 7th on the mediums. Gary's obviously got past Gary, so Gary's now defending for 8th place from Roadrunner. So the one stop's not worked too bad for Gary. I think he started about that place, and Ice is into the pit, so that's going to be Surfer through, because Surfer wasn't too far behind. So we'll see where Ice comes out in relation to Bazza and Welly. It's going to be quite close between them two, I would feel. Going just by distance, might come out well ahead or well behind, I have no idea. But Roadrunner having a look at the entirely Gary into that last left before the chicane. Looks like they're going to go side by side down towards the chicane. Will Roadrunner get it stopped? Oh, that's the wrong way. He will. Roadrunner gets it past Gary, so, but to be fair, Gary's not doing too bad. He can just sit there now in 9th place. I don't think that Benji is going to be able to catch up that big of a gap. It's about 15-20 seconds between the two of them. So yeah, I think Gary's going to have a secured 9th place on his one stop, so not a bad strategy there from Gary. Aaron there in 11th, Molson in 12th, Crazy 13th, and Captain 14th. So Golden there, where's Surfer? Surfer's there, so there's about 8 seconds between the two of them. But Surfer's on the harder tyre, and we've seen how Fast JMS hasn't been able to make any improvements into Welly. But Bazzard's up to 3rd. Ice has come out in 4th, just ahead of Welly. So, but Ice is on, obviously, low fuel and on a set of medium, so he's going to have enough fuel to get to the end. He's got Bazza, it's hard to tell, he's on an outlap. Let me give a little count when he goes across the bump. About 4, maybe 5 seconds between the two of them. So will Ice be able to extract anything more out of that car to catch up to the back of Bazza? It's going to be hard. 4 seconds in, I would say there's going to be 2 laps. We've got 2 minutes to go. It's going to be close for all these guys, especially Ice, if he's going to get on to lap 32. But Golden out in front still. I'm just going to look through, see if there's any battles on track for the end of the race. Looks like everyone's slightly spread out. Gary's fuel lights on, but kind of expected that with only a one stop. everyone's all spaced out. Captain in the middle of Golden Brownie and Surfer. Who's Golden Brownie come up to? Crazy Mac now. He's going to come up to potentially overtake him before the end of the race. I don't think he will. I think he'll probably just sit behind till the checkered flag, which will be in just over a minute's time. Let's have a proper look now. We're on the lap times are the same now. He's not on an out lap. Yeah, 4 seconds between Bazza and Ice. So we'll see what these two lap times are to see how much Ice has been able to gain over Bazza. See if he might be able to do it on, if he gets another lap. That is the question. Will Ice get another lap? Because it was very close when he came across the line to start this one. We have just under 2 minutes of the race to go. Ready there, still holding off Fast JMS in 5th place. But it looks like we've got more fuel in Fast JMS, so I think this might be their last lap. We'll jump forward to Ice to see if he's going to get across the line. He's got 10 seconds. It's going to be mighty fine if Ice can make it across the line or not. Let's see, I think he might just do it. He does. He sets the fastest lap of the race on that lap, 1:51.581. But Welly comes across the line in 5th place. Well done, Welly. Fast JMS comes across the line in 6th. Berserker finishes in 7th. Roadrunner comes across the line in 8th. Gary, the one stopper, crosses the line in 9th place. Benji will come across the line in 10th as it comes out the final corner, puts the power down. So the race winner from Road Atlanta, let's see, not the preferred track for Benji. Aaron will come across to finish in 11th place. Molson there will come a line in 12th. So I will try and go back to the battle between, I think, Bazza and these two are behind. Yeah, Bazza and Ice. Yeah, he caught 3 seconds that lap. So it's going to be between Bazza and Ice to the line. But it looks like Bazza's going to have enough gap between him and Ice. Ice has got no power. Ice came into the pit with only a couple of laps to go and didn't put enough in. That's not the greatest. Not the greatest, but here comes out the last corner, Golden Brownie for the win. So strategy paid dividends in the end. Nice little spin across the line. Crazy Mac comes along in 13th, Pugwash in 14th, Surfer will come across in 2nd. Pretty good strat as well for just the minimum time on the hards. Bazza will come across the line in 3rd place. Probably pretty happy with that one. And Ice will come across the line in 4th. I'll take this time. Obviously, if you enjoyed the comms, smash the like button. Maybe hit and subscribe. Help the channel out. Try and get to 50 subscribers. And yeah, we'll see you in the next race. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.